Marketeer of the Week, Ryan Serhant, on building a personal brand. No one is just an agent. Completely agree with what they call in this article the master of marketing, who shares 5 simple tips for building a personal brand that will further your business and bring in leads. So let's go through Ryan Serhant's 5 tips for building a personal brand. We've been talking about this forever. You got to build a personal brand. You got to build a brand, a personal brand. You got to be the last mile in your marketplace. And so Ryan says, number 1, figure out your core. It may sound like a buzzword, but any strong brand needs to start with understanding what sets you apart from other agents. Are you the funny one? Do you work in a small or unusual market? Do you like to bake? Okay, do you like to bake?
I think you would actually answer yes to all these questions.
Do I like to bake?
You're the funniest.
I'm not funny at all.
You like to bake.
And I don't like to bake. None of these are applicable. I don't think the baking is even applicable at all. But Ryan goes on
I don't know. I think if you do like to bake, though, you could actually do a really interesting sort of show where you're baking in each of your listings' kitchens.
Yeah,
and
we
you're highlighting.
There was a realtor mag article we almost did as a marketeer. She was doing that.
Yeah, I think it's brilliant.
Yeah,
I think it's, especially if you like to cook.
Kitchen, yeah, I think, and you know,
because I'll be honest, I look up. I may never cook, but I spend a lot of time searching, like menu items or things that maybe one day I will eventually cook.
But you know what's also good about that? If you really enjoy cooking,
yes,
you can then throughout your cooking class, you do a cooking class each week in a new listing. You say, "Oh, I just love how they have the stove set here. It makes it so easy for me to pull it out and do this." I don't know. Is that what you do?
Keep going.
All right, there you go.
This is fun to listen to.
All right. Ryan goes on to say, "No one is just a real estate agent. You have a life. You have a personality. You have habits, and you have characteristics." So, kind of figure out your core and include all those things into it. All right. Number 2, run with it. Once you've settled on a niche, take it as far as you can. Get good photographs, write regular posts, tailor specifically to that audience. So really dive deep, really center all your content, whether it's the post, the blog, the video, everything around what your core is. Okay. Number 3, this is the big one. This is what I want a lot of people to understand, because too many agents are missing number 3 on his list. But still keep it real estate focused. So even a 2-minute glance through Instagram will show which agents have a personal brand and which agents have a personal profile in which they occasionally mention real estate. This is the big one. A lot of agents out there are just posting family, pets, and then they make an occasional real estate post every once in a while. It's got to be the reverse. You've got to be, if you're looking for business, me personally, Byron Lazine, the only reason I'm on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, wherever, is to attract more real estate opportunities, whether that's a new agent recruit, whether that's a new listing referral from an agent to help out the team, whatever. I'm on social media to help my businesses.
Did you see my request on Snap last night? I got into Snap last night.
Oh, good. I'll accept you. Don't worry. I'm in on Snap.
I don't know that you have to accept people. You don't have to get accepted.
Yeah, I gotta accept you for Snapchat's big with the young peeps.
Yeah, anyways, it's good with the young. My son is on it now.
I stay true to myself.
Yeah.
I would never be on any of these. I might actually be on Snapchat, thinking about it, without businesses, but I would never be posting on social media regularly if I wasn't in business. So occasionally I'll sprinkle in the other stuff. If you're only sprinkling in the family and all this kind of stuff, then what happens is people just see you as a great family person, but not a killer in their real estate needs. You've got to let them know. You can't be a secret agent. You've got to let them know that you are in real estate, that this is what you do. You do this for your community. All these types of things, that you're the expert. You've got to remind them continuously, weekly. I mean, if you love posting the other stuff, I would say try to go 1 for 1. If you really enjoy mostly posting the pets, the family, I would at least try to go 1 for 1. For every one of those posts, get a real estate post in there. What's your thoughts on that?
Yeah.
Ryan says go more real estate focused. Do you think it doesn't matter? You can go more family folks and people are just going to have to remember that you're an agent?
I don't think he's, I just don't think that he's talking about a niche. So he's talking about if you like to bake, don't just have it be about the cookies you're eating.
Here's a quote from Serhant. You want people to know you as the one who sells real estate for a reason.
So, but my point is that these two were together. So we wanted you to figure out what you liked. So I don't even think that this necessarily means your family. I think it means if you do like to bake and that's your big thing, run with the baking, but make sure it has something to do with real estate. I do post about my family. Probably quite.
You post real estate as well.
I do post real estate. I do post about my family quite a bit because I'll be honest, I need my family posts in order to like re-engage people sometimes. If I do a real estate post, maybe sometimes I'll get like a few engagements, a few likes. But if I do like a family post, I could actually like re-trigger my algorithm to then do like a real estate post next.
But you're probably doing what I just said, one to one.
I do one to one.
I bet you are.
I think on my Instagram, I keep away from my family a little bit more, but on my Facebook,
I do use my profile. And Facebook personal profile is maybe the one platform where you can go a little bit heavier on the family and stuff because you still get a great organic push out of that. Because I sometimes
get really aggravated at people's personal that are just so much real estate. I get it. I'm sure and I know that they're doing tons of business. That's just not, spitting out. That's just not authentic to myself. Think about the people
that are really hammering it, that are like top 100%. Producers.
Yeah. No, it's working for
sure.
So
it's what you want, right? Yeah. If you want more business, attract more business. Ryan finishes up this one and we'll go to the next two. We're saying if you're not reminding them of that and you're not connecting that real estate to your brand, to your personal brand, that real estate that you do to your personal brand, then why would anyone remember you? So think about that if you're too heavy on the other stuff.
Yeah.
Number 4, work with your brokerage. I would say work with your brokerage and or team, right? Yeah. Now, Ryan used to always say everything team. Now that he has the Serhant brokerage, he says everything brokerage. Yeah. He's become a big broker now. Well, so he wants to, kind of eliminate the team language. So, the Serhant house is beautiful. Congrats, Ryan, on that.
Yeah.
So work with your brokerage and or your team on enhancing your brand. They likely have what he says, some type of marketing branding infrastructure built in that you can leverage for your personal brand.
I mean, there's got to be, the amount of assets that we get emailed to us every week to like post out.
From our brokerage?
Yes.
Absolutely. William Ravis does a great job of doing that.
They do a great job of each week giving you like assets.
But also we do that for our team and then we allow agents to
My only point is that if you're like,
and do more stuff.
Just utilize.
Yeah. Yeah. Just kind of let your dollar stretch out further. That's a great way to do it. And then be ready to change your brand. While consistency is the key, that does not mean you have to stick to an image of yourself that you no longer identify with or that's not serving you. So be ready to adapt.
Love
changing. Nike was once known for basketball shoes and running shoes only, and now it is known as an apparel brand, Serhant says. If you look at any brand, you'll see how it adapted to stay flexible. I think that's exactly what makes a brand long lasting. Ryan has been the marketeer of the week for obvious reasons. He is in this space a marketing genius.
Yeah.
I thought this was a really good article. You can read a little bit further. We'll link that up as we always do. All 3 articles are linked. And if you enjoyed this show, please, if you haven't already, consider subscribing to the YouTube channel. Consider sharing this content with somebody else who can benefit from it. And Nicole, what else? Any final thoughts from you, or we're going to see them next week?
I feel great.
You feeling great?
I feel great about it. I'm going to go put up my fence now.
Put up that fence, Nicole. We'll see you guys next week. Keep it real.
See you guys.
Hey guys, if you enjoyed this short clip from The Real Word, click here for another one.
Or if you like the full episode, click here.